All right, welcome. So I thought that I would just show you what's going to happen when you sign up for the 7-Figure Staffing Independent Recruiter Business in a Box demonstration course. So why is it labeled a demonstration course? Because all of the lectures are not really lectures per se, as they would be in something like a theory course. For example, if you have taken any of the 7-Figure Staffing courses or my courses on udemy.com, those are all theory courses. Theory courses are great. They teach you a lot of stuff. You would have gotten all the basics and fundamentals through those courses. And if you're hoping to find a little bit more in terms of actually seeing how to do it, then you're going to want to take a look at a demonstration course. And that's why we have this demonstration course here for you. So all of the stuff that you're going to find in this course, by the way, when you first enroll, and basically anytime you log in, this is the screen that you're going to come to. This is the main menu, as you can see. That's why it says welcome. This is the main menu. And you can navigate back to the main menu from any other part in the course. It's a fairly lengthy course. As you can see on the information page, it's almost 15 hours just of the video content. And then there's quite a few extra resources for you to download and use in addition to the videos. But anyways, the point is this is the main hub of the whole course where you can get everything, and you can click around to any of the sections from here. So if you want to go to section 1, of course, you're just going to click on section 1, and it's going to take you right over to section 1, as you can imagine. What is section 1? It's an excellent preliminary step before setting up your business. And as you folks may know, I'm a huge proponent. In fact, I always recommend getting traction before anything else in your business. And so that's why we're starting out showing you exactly how to get traction. Not only are we showing you how to do it, but you're actually going to see me actually getting traction with real prospects that I've approached in a cold manner. In other words, I've never had any dealings with them prior to what you see in the course itself. And you're going to see basically success happen. You're going to see traction happening with a brand new business. This is not a business that was established prior to recording for this content. All right, and then so section 2 continues along the lines of getting traction before you jump through hoops and red tape. So that's really important, because what do a lot of people do when they start out in this business, and really with any business? When people start out in business, what's the first thing that they think that they have to do? Well, they have to do the red tape stuff, right? They have to do the jumping through hoop stuff, the incorporating and getting funding, and who knows, reading lots of books and learning the legal aspects, and getting payroll set up. Basically, we're under the impression that we have to get all of this red tape taken care of before we can start a business. And I'm here to tell you, as an experienced business starter, I launched my own recruiting firm, and a couple of years later, it grew so quickly and scaled so well and gathered so much value that it had multiple offers for purchase. And basically, I just couldn't turn them down anymore, and I had to sell that business because it didn't make sense not to. Okay, so I have a little bit of experience with this, and I'm telling you right now that the red tape is not where you start, is not how you start your business. Where you start is with the traction, okay? So I'm showing you how to get the traction. Isn't it better to do all the red tape once you already know that your business is going to make money? It's already basically promised to make you some money. Well, that's what I'm showing you. Okay? I'm showing you how to ensure that your business is going to make money. And I'm showing you exactly what you need to hear and what you need to see in order to take the next step, in order to then perhaps go and do some red tape. All right, so that's section 1 and 2. It's all about the traction. And then what you're probably going to want at that point when you say Yahtzee, okay, when you get to that point where you say Yahtzee, I've got traction, I'm ready to take the next step and do my business. Awesome. So then what you're probably going to want is just a nice simple website to have on the web. Because as you can imagine, customers for your prospective business are going to want to make sure that you're legit. And so they're going to check you out. And so your website has to be decent. And so I've given you websites right here. So this demonstration video here is going to show you exactly how to install your website and adapt it to basically however you want, change up the wording and the colors and the logo and stuff like that. Super simple. You could have your website up and running easily within an hour using these templates. Okay, so you just download these templates and you just click download here, and you can have your website up and running within an hour because I've already built some websites here for you, and all you got to do is switch up some things, switch up some colors, etc., and you've got yourself a website. So that we've taken care of for you. And as you can see, the course is kind of laid out in terms of the step-by-step, like the steps that you're going to need to take. So first you're going to get traction, then you're going to have a website, okay? But there's other things that you're still going to want to do before the red tape. And we're going to go through that here. So another thing that you're going to want is a landing page. What that does is it helps you build a marketing machine in the background, which is going to help you get leads without you having to constantly pick up the phone and cold call businesses. I'm guessing that's not exactly why you're going into business, because you like cold calling. And if that's not the case, that's okay. I don't expect you to like cold calling. It can be very effective. I've had a lot of experience with cold calling. I actually show you how to do it in this course. But also we want to diversify away from cold calling, right? We want to be able to get business without dialing for dollars and waking up every morning and dialing 100 strangers and getting about 98 voicemails, etc. So in that process, which I'm going to show you how to do, which is diversifying away from cold calling and building a marketing machine, right? This independent recruiter business in a box marketing machine. One of the things that you're going to want is a landing page, which we have for you right here. And then we have the demonstration video to show you exactly how to install it and get it up and running in basically a few minutes. Section 4. Okay, so in the last section, we looked at the landing page that you're going to need. Now what we're going to do in section 4 is set up the rest of this marketing machine or this marketing funnel that you're going to want to have. So we're going to go through the basics. I'm going to show you exactly how to engage with the folks in your marketing funnel. What it's going to do is generate conversations with people, and then of course you're going to run with those conversations with the interested folks. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do all that and set it up. It's not something that requires a lot of technical skill. I'm not a technical person. So being not a technical person, I'm going to show you exactly how I worked through all of these things and got it up and running. So we're going to use automation software and build a campaign for LinkedIn. We're also going to use automation software and build an email campaign. We've got here an outreach campaign, and we're going to show you the exact messages that work, that you can put, suggested messages that you can put in that campaign. So you're going to see basically the scripts and the wording that we use in this message sequence that is going to go out automatically. So, right, you're not going to be sitting there sending out emails all day. This is a sequence that is going to be sent automatically and it's going to generate leads for you. On to section 5. All right, so what you need to get leads automatically. So the last section was setting up an automated sequence. Now, how do we get the traffic into that automated sequence? We do it with an opt-in offer. So I'm going to show you exactly how I build opt-in offers right here, how we build the opt-in offer, how we market the opt-in offer. It takes a little bit of research. I'm going to show you exactly how I do the research in very, very quickly. I produce these things extremely quickly. I know that it's something where you can kind of get bogged down and it can take a lot of time, but I want to show you how to get through this step very fast. And what I'm going to do is actually let you download 3 of the opt-in offers that I personally have created so that you can see every single page. You can go through these things line by line and swipe the wording and kind of steal the ideas and make it your own. And these things are super powerful for generating inbound leads, right? Leads that you're not going after, leads that you don't have to get through manual work. What we're going to be doing instead is using digital information as though our digital information was like a salesperson that we were sending out into the world. This thing is going to sell for us, initiate relationships for us, and then the ones that are the very, very best, the ones that really resonate and strike a chord with our prospects, then we're going to be able to run with it. And how do we run with it? Well, I'm going to show you that as well. All right, so now, this marketing funnel works on a couple of different levels, right? You've got your outreach campaign. And a lot of times your outreach campaign is going to generate really good leads. And you're going to get business right away just from your outreach campaign. But is it realistic to expect absolutely every lead to turn into a customer just from your outreach campaign? No, it isn't. Why is that? Well, because even good prospects are not always going to be ready to buy for various reasons. No matter how good you do in your outreach, no matter how tantalizing what you've got to say is and your value proposition is to them, no matter what, you're still going to have good prospects who you're going to want to do business with. They're just not going to say yes right away, no matter how good you play that hand. So, how do we convert those prospects, even the good ones that don't say yes right away? How do we convert them into a yes over time in an automated fashion? Well, we do this with something called a nurture campaign. So section 6 is showing you exactly how to set up a nurture campaign. And again, this is for people who are not technical. This is for people who don't know how to build websites. This is for people who don't play with software all day long and don't like to sit there and figure it out. Because frankly, I hate getting bogged down in the weeds. I want to get out there and make money. I want to get out there and start billing clients. And so I'm using solutions that enable you to do that as fast as possible. And so that's what this is all about. So I'm going to show you how to set up the nurture campaign. I'm going to show you how to use an email responder basically to deliver your opt-in offer, okay? And this is going to this is going to help set off the nurture campaign over time. And I'm going to show you what to send these folks in the emails that you send. I'm going to show you what I send. I'm going to show you how to make simple emails that are effective. Okay. And also what I'm going to show you is there are ways to use digital marketing that are less automated and slightly more effective. So let's say that you're just, for whatever reason, your automated campaign is stalling or hasn't generated anything in a while. What you may want to do is start proactively marketing candidates. And I'm going to show you precisely how to do that. Almost all recruiters are going to be working with a CRM software, right? So I'm going to show you how to maximize the value of your CRM software and use it for marketing to new prospects and getting new clients. So that's what section 7 is really all about. Getting new clients through proactively marketing candidates through your CRM software or some kind of email platform. Okay, you don't have to necessarily have a CRM software for this, but this is one way that this is one avenue that we're leveraging. So, how to choose which candidates to market, how to build an email campaign through a CRM. Yeah, so getting these good contacts into your CRM from LinkedIn, how to do that, and using lists and reminders and automation to market through your CRM. So that's section 7. So as you can see, we're covering off a number of angles when it comes to marketing to prospects. So what's going to happen once you get these prospects on the phone? Okay, so you get it. So let's say your automated campaign is working, right? It's working. It's working like a charm. What's going to happen at that point when your automated campaign works and it brings in leads? Well, you got to do something with those leads, right? You got to turn them into buyers. You got to turn them into people who send you money, who respond to your invoices and send you money, right? So how do we get them from lead who said that they were interested because of our automated campaign to somebody who sends you money? That's what section 8 is, okay? This is just a fancy way of saying I want to take these leads and turn them into people who send you money. That's what section 8 is all about. And how am I going to show you how to do that? I'm going to let you listen to sales conversations that turned into money. Not just turned into money once, okay? I'm talking about turning into money over and over and over again. These are the sales conversations with some of them with my clients, anchor clients, and actually most of them are with anchor clients that I actually had in my real business, which I sold, okay, which generated millions of dollars of revenue. So obviously, we know that this stuff in this section works. Okay, it starts off with a couple of audio calls, and then we have more video later on in the section. But this is all me actually closing prospects on the phone after they were interested for one reason or another. So, I mean, I don't know of any other course where you're going to get this. These are real phone calls, folks, with real anchor clients. So I don't know where you're going to find anything that is going to show you this. Okay? I mean, if you know of another course out there where you can get this kind of value out of it, please show it to me, because I need to see it. I got a lot of calls here for you to look at, right? And we're going to go through, not only are you going to hear the calls, but you're going to hear me breaking down the calls and telling you, why did I say this? Why did I say that? Why did I pause there? Like every little syllable that is said in these phone calls has a reason behind it. I'm going to be stopping the tape and telling you what that reason is. Why did I respond in this way? Even though I had no idea what to say there, what did I do? Okay? How did I roll with the punches? That's what you're going to hear. And this kind of good stuff continues on into the next section, which is, well, how do you deal with clients once you actually get them, right? Okay, so you've got clients who now send you money, right? They send you money. Okay. Well, in order for them to continue to send you money, you have to deliver, right? So I'm going to show you basically how to deliver and also how to manage, how to basically do account management. And you're going to really be happy this is here when you get your first client, because, before you get your first client, if you don't have it already, it's always like, everything, you're just going to think, oh, everything's going to be amazing when I get that client. Well, it is amazing, but you still got to be able to manage that client. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I'm also going to show you when things go south, okay? Things are not always going to be peaches and cream and rosy and puppy dogs and ice cream. You're going to have to do some damage control sometimes. Your clients are going to call you up and be like, man, like, thanks for everything you've done in the past. They're not going to say that, actually. They're never going to say that when they call you up for these reasons anyway. They're going to say, hey, man, you really sucked. You're really sucking here I mean, what? You sent somebody here that doesn't speak English. Like, whatever. Don't do that. You're obviously not going to send some people who don't speak English to an English-speaking job. But what I'm saying is you're going to mess up. You're going to mess up. I messed up like millions of times. And so I got really good at doing damage control with my clients to make sure that they were still clients, even after I messed up so horribly so many times. So I'm going to show you some calls where I'm actually dealing with my real clients, and they're like, Ryan, what are you thinking? What are you doing? Why did you send me this person? I mean, there's a call here where the candidate that I sent, that I made the placement on, the candidate that I put my stamp of approval on, stole money from the company. All right. So that's the kind of stuff we're dealing with. And then a whole slew of other things as well. So it's fun stuff, very interesting. It's going to be very helpful as well. So section 9. No, now we're on to section 10, which is giving you basically all the documentation that you're going to need to start your business. So when you've got an ATS, when you've got candidates coming in, you have to track those candidates. Okay. Some people do it with Excel when they first start out. I basically just use Microsoft Excel when I first started out. I don't necessarily recommend that. Over time, you should have an ATS CRM type system. But what this is going to do is give you an idea of how to track those candidates so that you can reference your database later on and actually make it usable without having to spend hours and hours trying to find people. Okay, swipe file number 2 is a client agreement that you can use. It's going to cover both permanent as well as temporary contract. Okay, so if you only do temporary or you only do permanent, you can just lop off part of this agreement pretty easily and it's still usable for you. But I mean, even if you only do one or the other, it's still good to get the client to agree to both contract and perm, just in case, they throw you a contract order, they throw you a perm order out of the blue, and you want to accept it, and you don't want to have to get them to sign another agreement. That's never any fun. When you start out, and even down the road, you might come in. What very often happens, in fact, is you're going to find you either have a deficit of clients or a deficit of candidates. This can happen sometimes. So you may want to partner with another firm or another recruiter who actually has an abundance of clients or an abundance of candidates, and you guys come together to make the placement and you split the fees. All right. So I'm giving you here a nice little agreement that you can use, you can adapt for your use so that you can basically build your own split networks. Building split networks are extremely valuable. When you first start out, you might find that you don't really have any clients, but you're a good recruiter. So you might want to put a master vendor agreement in place for somebody who's got lots of clients, but needs candidates. You might want to supply them some candidates and you make money from your master vendor agreement. If you're like myself, I got to the point where I had too many clients, I had too many orders, and I didn't feel like recruiting anymore. I liked to just be that hunter guy, right? I just like to make the kill and then let the team kind of clean up after and actually do the servicing of the account. So in that case, what I often did was I would put in place agreements with other recruiting firms to get them to send me candidates for the clients that I had. And we would split that way. So I would use this master vendor agreement for that. We've got an adaptable recruiting phone screen script guideline. Okay, so this basically gives you a nice little script that you can use on the phone with candidates. We've got a way to convert reference checks into marketing leads. Great way to get clients is through reference checks. I'm going to show you how to do the reference check and then flip it into a marketing call. So this is how you subtly do that. Guideline for proactively marketing candidates. This supplements our section on marketing candidates. So this swipe file is basically going to supplement that and give you more information and more of a script for marketing candidates, which is one of the best ways to get business. Sales conversation phone call guideline for closing new prospects. Okay, so this also supplements the section on the sales conversation, on what to do once your lead is interested and you need to, close them on sending you money. Well, this is a pretty healthy document. I think it's like 9 pages of basically scripts for you to use in that call. Not only does it give you scripts, but it gives you a number of contingencies, right? There's a number of ways that call can go. There's a number of routes it can take. You don't quite know what to expect when you get on that phone call. You don't know what direction the client's going to go in. Well, there's kind of a limited number of directions that they can take it in. And so I prepared contingency plans for you for each of those directions, and that's right in this file right here that you're going to download. Swipe file 8, the selling without selling cheat sheet. Just a very good general guideline for all of your sales conversations. You don't want them to feel like sales. You don't want them to come across like sales. You basically don't want to be selling. The best way to sell is by not selling. Takes a lot of the pressure off for you, and it's actually more effective. So this is actually a pretty cool download here for you, and probably worth a good amount of money on its own. So check that out. And then for most folks, you're going to want a back office partner to help you with things like payroll and invoicing. And if you have contract workers, you're going to want your payroll funded. So what I'm doing here is giving you a number of the best back office partners in the various worldwide regions. So this is the stuff that you're going to see when you log into the course. This is what you're going to get, and that's basically a rundown of what is included. It's a good course. I'm very, very happy with it. And of course, we are always here whenever you need help. So if I were you, I'd take advantage of this special pricing. I don't know how to express to you any more fervently that you will not find a better value recruiting business course. Okay, if you are even at all thinking of starting a business in this industry, I'm sorry, you're not going to find a better course than this one right here, where you actually get to see all of the activities happening in action. So for heaven's sakes, do yourself a favor. Don't wait any longer. Get in here right now, and I'm going to see you guys on the inside.